Hey guys, it's Chris Wong. I'm filming this video as of July 18th, 2025, and I'd like to talk about the mindset of investing from a low income perspective. So as a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just guys interested in trying to build a portfolio and trying to achieve financial independence, retire early. So a few months ago, I came across a video from Minority Mindset, and he talked about the acronym HENRY. High earners, not rich yet. So after watching that video, I actually thought about coming up with my own acronym, and I came up with LEWIS. So LEWIS. I came up with low earner, wealthy income shareholder. And the reason why I came out with those words is because I'm kind of describing myself, or I'm describing other people I met in order to try to improve their portfolio. So low earner being that working a job that doesn't pay as much money or getting paid below average for someone my age. And then coming up with wealthy, so that would be like having the wealth building mindset, or having the mindset not to be heavily in debt or not to be poor thinking, but to be wealthy thinking. Even if I'm not there yet, I still believe myself to be wealth thinking. And over time, when I achieve the goal of financial independence, retire early, then I could be considered wealthy by then. Income shareholder is just because my investment is investing for monthly or weekly paying dividends. So that's my income for the week or income for the month. And then shareholder is just being the owner of all these different ETFs or even single stocks if I consider those in the future. So I talked to many different people from different income brackets, and I got the impression from many people who work on the low income side, people who generally work in like retail, or people who work in like fast food industries as well, people who work minimum wage or part-time. And I got the impression a lot of them don't know anything about investing, or they never grew up with the mindset to invest. A lot of people told me that investing is for rich people, or investing is for wealthy people, but that's not a good thinking to have. A lot of people who become successful in life start with nothing, and for me to build up my portfolio, I actually started from $0. My parents never gave me a bunch of money to invest, and they never told me how to invest. So the mindset I have from investing, it's my life experience. It's what I learned from watching YouTube videos, what I learned from reading books, experiencing mistakes. So one of the main things people don't think about when it comes to investing, especially from a low income perspective, is you can still invest when you have low income. Because when you have low income, generally you adjust your lifestyle to fit your budget. And the most important thing about investing in general, or saving your money in general, is you have to actually spend less money than your income. Otherwise, if you don't have any spare money to save, or you don't have any spare money to invest, then you cannot invest anything. So let's say, for example, you work a minimum wage job or close to minimum wage, and your pay is $18 an hour, and you work close to full time, and your take-home pay is around $1,200 every 2 weeks. So that means in 1 month you'll take home $2,400 that you can actually save, or $2,400 to spend. So that means you want to make sure that your expenses for the whole month, and that includes everything like your rent or mortgage, car payments, gas, utilities, your food, it has to be a lot less than $2,400. So if you can actually end up spending $2,000 a month while making $2,400 a month, then you have $400 left to save, or $400 left to invest. So if you save $400 each month for an entire year, or you save $400 for 10 months, so $400 for 10 months is $4,000. Now you do that for an entire year, it's $4,800 that you just saved, or $4,800 that you can invest. Now, as a beginner investor, maybe you may not go all in investing yet, but make it a habit to invest at least $100 or $200 a month. And many years later, you have a lot more money in your portfolio. If you start building a portfolio and you go all in like HYLD or HHIS, and once you achieve like at least $10,000 portfolio, in theory, your monthly dividend should be around $100 or maybe a little bit more per month. And that depends on how much HHIS you have or how much HYLD you have, what your share price is. When you start accumulating at least $100 a month in dividends, then you can use that money to treat yourself or buy more investments. And then over time, you start building your bigger portfolio. And then in like 10 years, hopefully you can build a $100,000 portfolio. Once you get to $100,000, it's a lot easier to live your life. Maybe not enough to retire yet, but it's a lot easier to build up your portfolio without actually investing more of your work money in, or it's a lot easier to live your life by living off your work income and maybe some of your dividends, and then use some of your dividends to buy more shares of other income ETFs. I hope you guys liked this video. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Otherwise, please subscribe to my channel for future videos. Thank you guys for watching.